Okay team, here is the emergency video. So this is the video about the stuff that's never actually ever going to happen, but apparently we have to talk about it, so we're gonna. But honestly, it's never going to happen, never happened to us, never going to happen to anyone else, we're all going to be fine. But if there's an emergency, you should ring us first, and we can talk you through, I can talk you through pretty much anything. If we are asleep, there is a 24-hour line for Camplify, so you can ring through Camplify and that will put you through to the NRMA, who can hopefully help you out with whatever's going on. Except I would probably be a better one because I built the entire bus, so it doesn't matter. But if you can ring me, if it's desperate, you ring NRMA. If we need to change a tyre, I'm going to show you where the tyre changing stuff is. Come with me. So we've actually driven around for years in this bus and never had a tyre blow ever. So it's not actually going to happen. But if it does, on the rears have got dual wheels. So if you blow one, you don't have to worry about changing that. Just drop the speed down, head for the tyre store, get it changed, right? It's only the front one, as long as you've obviously got one tyre up, not blowing both tyres, just like a little disclaimer. As long as there's one tyre up on each side, you're all right to get to the tyre store. Obviously, if something blows on the front, you're going to have to change that. So we come into the garage section again, pop the bed as per usual, and you'll find the tools to change. This is an axe, by the way, it just happens to be on top of the stuff to change the... So here's how you drop the spare tyre. You've got this collection of tools, and you're like, what the hell is that? Well, this is how the coaster bus works. So your spare tyre is up under here. And this tool here goes down through this slot, see the slot? And clicks into a ratchet in there. You'll feel it click in, bang, it's in. Then you grab the socket set out of here. I've got a full socket set with spanners, which is under the toolbox. So you're going to have to pull a fair bit of stuff out because this is only in an emergency. So that's your little toolbox. We'll have to get the cabling out of the way. And we'll eventually get to our socket set. So open up the socket set, grab the socket you need, put it on the end, wind that, and it'll drop the spare tyre down. That'll come down to the ground. Then you can pull that out. Now right in, there's a little compartment over the side here, is where the jack and the wheel nut is. So it's in beside the battery. So grab the jack out and grab this out. Then go find your jacking point. This is where our stainless bars come in handy. Go find your jacking point. This little guy here goes in the jack. That's your jack handle. Obviously tighten this as per a normal jack. And then for your wheel nuts, it's this guy. So this guy goes on here, and this guy goes through here. And then you undo the wheel nuts. All of these wheels have covers. So you've got to grab the socket set in the right sockets and pull the covers off. So 3 bolts gets that covers off. 3 bolts gets that cover off. And then you've got access to your wheel nuts. Then we change the tyre, which is never going to happen, but maybe. Then we change the tyre, put the spare on, put the other one back there, drive straight to the tyre place, get that one changed, and get them to fix it all back up. Put the spare back where it is, put the new tyre on the front, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so our other emergency situation, what was our other emergency situation? Petrol, not petrol. This bus doesn't run on petrol. This bus runs on diesel, so that's an emergency. It says it all on the cap, just put diesel in, okay? But what you'll find with Charlie is, what we have found, is you drive at 90 k's everywhere, and like the view in the front of it's incredible. So driving slower is actually better because you get to look at the view and see the nature, see the trees, see the birds, all these things, okay? So if you sit on 90, you lose way less fuel. If you go to 110, it'll come down really fast. Now, the last part of the gauge from quarter to 0 drops quicker than you think, okay? So it can be easy to run out of fuel. So if you're at a quarter and you think, I can make this next servo, the answer is you can't, okay? Put fuel in, because it's going to go down really fast in that last little bit. It doesn't go like the other 3 quarters, okay? So always going past the servo, quarter of a tank left, put fuel in. But say you're rogue and you're like, yeah, nah, Daniel doesn't know what he's talking about. So, we've put 10 litres on the roof, okay? So if you come up here, up under here, see this yellow jerry can is 10 litres of diesel. So if we have a massive problem, we run out, come grab the jerry can, put the 10 litres in, head for the servo. Once you get to the servo, fill it up, refill the jerry can, restrap all that back down, so it's ready to go in case there's another emergency. But that is definitely an emergency you need to do. And you know how we know all this? Because we've run out of fuel. Because I've been the guy who says I can make it, and no, I can't make it. You need to put the diesel in. So that's our other emergency. And all other emergencies, call me. I'll be able to talk you through it. And if it's out of hours, call Camplify, and NRMA will help you.